Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make my little skeleton man earrings. This is what it looks like. So it's really fun, like dangly earring for Halloween. So to make one of these you're going to need some size 11 seed beads in white and black. You'll also need your earring hooks and a jump ring as well if you want it to have like a nice dangle like that. You'll also need your beading needle and thread, and I'm using size 12 needle and £6 fire line in crystal. That's everything, so let's get started. So first thing you're going to do is pick up 2 white followed by 2 black and slide those down onto your thread almost all the way down. You just want to leave 4 or 5 inches so you can tie a knot at the end. And holding them like this, you're going to go back up through just the 2 white ones and pull that through. So you have this. Now you're going to go down through the 2 black ones. So we have this. Now you're going to pick up 2 white beads, and coming out the bottom of the black, you're going to go down through both of those. Like that. And then you're going to go up through those 2 white beads that you just added. Next you're going to pick up 2 black beads, and coming out the top of these white ones you're going to go up through the bottom through both of those. So you have this, and then down through the 2 black ones you just added. And then finally for this row, picking up 2 white beads again, coming out the bottom of the black this time, so you're going to go down through the top and then back up through the 2 white beads. So we have this. So you're coming out the top of these white ones on the end, you're going to go down through the black next to them, pulling it really tight. Now up through the next 2 white ones in the middle, down through the next 2 black, and up through the 2 white ones on the end. So we are here. Now I'm just going to flip it over so that my thread's coming out this end over here, because I like working from right to left. So we're going to be doing a bit of brick stitch. Now we're going to pick up 2 white, so you're coming out of the end, you're going to take your needle under the thread that's connecting this row to this black row, so under this thread here, pull that down like that, and then you're going to go up through those 2 white beads. Oops. So you have this. Okay, picking up 2 more white, doing the same again but under the next thread bridge. So picking up 2, and you're going to go under the thread that connects the next 2 rows together. So under there, pull it through and go up through those 2 beads that you added. Same again, picking up 2, now going under the next thread, pull it through and go up through those 2 beads. And one more time, picking up 2, under the thread, the last one, pull it through and go up through those 2 beads that we just added. Okay, so now you have this. Again, I'm going to turn it around so I'm working from this side, and I'm going to move down through these 2 next to the ones I'm coming out of, down through the white row in the middle of the bottom row, like that. Up through the 2 black beads, and down through these 2 white beads on the end of that bottom row. And pull that tight. So now you're coming out here right at the bottom. I'm going to turn it over so I'm working on the top again. And we're going to do the same thing that we just did here. We're going to add 4 groups of 2 using the 4 thread bridges again. So picking up 2, going under that first bridge of thread, pulling it down and going up through those 2 beads like that. So do that again 3 more times till you get to the end of the row. So then you should be here. Now what you're going to do is go down through this middle row next to the one that you're coming out of and up through the one after that. So you're right here. Then you're going to pick up 2 of your white beads, and coming out of here you're going to go straight down through the next 2. So those beads split in half like that. So you're coming out of here, you're going to go back up through the 2 next to you and up into that first white bead in that group of 2 that we just added. So you are here. Now you're going to pick up 1 and add it in the brick stitch method. So you're coming out here, you're going to use this bridge of thread that's connecting these 2 beads together. So go under that thread, pull it down and go up through that bead. Pull it nice and tight and you should have this. Okay, we're going to turn it around so this is the head of our skeleton. Okay, now you're going to pick up 2 beads and just slide those down. So you have this, holding them in place. You're going to pick up 1 onto your needle and you're going to go back through this last one on the opposite side. So you're coming out this side, you're going to go through the bottom, out through the top of it, holding it down against the other beads while you pull that through. Okay, and it's probably going to try and loosen off like that. Just make sure you pull it right down to meet that other bead, otherwise you're going to have gaps in your skeleton like that to keep it pulled down there. And now you're going to go back down through this bead you just added like that, and then you're going to pick up another white bead and you're coming out the bottom of this one, so you're going to go down through the top of that bead like that and up through that one that we just added, and we're going to add 1 more onto there. So picking up 1, coming out the top of this one, so you're going to go up through the bottom and again go down through the one you added. Make sure that's pulled really tight, and then coming from the bottom here you're going to go up through the next one, pulling it tight, down through the next one and up through that one in the middle. Pull that really tight and you should have this. So we're going to repeat that same thing on the other side, starting with 1 coming out the top. So we're going to go back through this bead in the middle and pull that through and go down through that bead we just added. Okay, so like we did on the other side, now you're going to add 2 more beads in that same way, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, so then you should have this, and we need to straighten it out like we did the other side. So you're coming out the bottom here, you're going to go up through that one, down through that one, and then back up through this one in the middle to straighten it out. So we have this. So we're coming out this bead right in the middle. Now you're going to pick up 6 of your white beads and slide those down. And then picking up one, I'm going to do a similar thing that we did up here. So we're going to go back through this bead on the opposite side. Like that, and again with this one, make sure when you add that first bead that you push it back down to meet the other beads in the little spine, and then go back down through that bead that you just added. Okay, now we're going to add one more. So picking up one, coming out the bottom here, you're going to go down through that bead and back up through the one you add. So we have this, so now you're going to go down through the next one and up through that one in the middle again. Pull that tight, and that should sort of straighten those out a little bit. So now you're going to do, from here, do the same thing on the other side, add the 2 beads in the same way. So you've got this, and then travel down and then back up, so you're coming out of this middle bead. Okay, so you should have this. Now you're going to travel down through this next one and up through the one on the end, and we're going to do another row of brick stitch here. Starting from this end, we're going to use all 4 of these thread bridges, and we're just going to add single beads. So picking up one, going under that first thread, pull it down and go up through the bead you added so that it stacks right there. So you're going to do that 3 more times. So picking up one, going under the next one, pulling it down and going up through that bead, and do it 2 more times until you have completed the row. And then we're going to add the legs onto our skeleton. Then it starts to get a bit fiddly because the legs and everything try and get caught in your thread every time you pull it through. This one definitely can test your patience at times. Okay, so we have this. So coming out here, you're going to pick up 9 beads and slide those onto your thread like that. Now holding those like this, you're going to pick up one and go through that bottom bead from the bottom to the top, holding it down against the other beads. Make sure it doesn't come loose and leave a gap in your leg like that, and then you're going to go through that bead you just added and back into the one at the bottom of the leg, and then picking up another one. You're going to do the same on the other side, so go back through that bead that you're coming out of, and then down through the one you added, and back up into the one at the bottom of the leg. So you have this. Now you're going to go through this one or this one, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to go back up into the leg. You're going to go up through 3 of the beads of the leg. So ignoring that one at the bottom, in the bottom row, up through the first 3 in the leg. Like that, and then you're going to pick up one. So you're coming out of here, you're going to skip the next one and then go up through the last 4 beads in the leg. So skipping over that one and going up through the last 4 beads. So then pull that nice and tight, and that's going to give you, I guess, your little knee joint. Okay, so we're here, so we need to move up one more, so we're back into this, I don't know, hip bone. I guess. And we're going to travel to the other end so we can add the other leg. So you're going to go up through this one, down through this one, and then up through this one. So you're coming out the top of this bead. And you're going to do exactly the same for this leg. So start by picking up 9, adding 1 bead either side of that end bead like we have done in the past. Move back up through 3, coming out of one of these, move back up through 3, add that extra bead, skipping the 4th, and go down through the rest of the leg. And then I'll meet you back up here. So this is where we are, and we're coming out of here. You're going to go up through this one, down through this one, and up through this one. So you're coming out here, ready to go all the way back up your spine. So this is where we are. So you're going to travel all the way back up your spine till you get to this bead here. That's where the like arm, shoulder things are coming out of. So get up to that bead. Okay, so you're coming out of this one, you're going to go through this one, up through this one, and down through this one, because we're going to add the arms now. Okay, so you're here, you're going to pick up 7 beads and slide those down. All the way down, like that. Now picking up 3 more, but hold those on your needle, and then go back down through those 7 beads. And into the one at the top or at the bottom. Pull that down, make sure they don't get stuck with a loop like that. Okay, so now you're here, you're going to go down, up, down. So we are here. Now you're going to travel all the way down your spine again and into this one at the bottom. Like that. And then you're going to go through this one, down through the one next to it. Watch out for legs getting caught. And then back down through this one in the middle and back all the way to the top of your spine again to here. It's just changed our direction, so we're coming out the top of this bead so that we're, you know, in the right direction to add the arm. So traveling down through this one and all the way back, oops, to the top of the spine here. Pull that through, don't get any limbs caught. So now we're back here, but we're coming out the top of this bead, well, the bottom of this bead rather than the top. So up through this one, down through this one, up through this one. So we're here and do the same thing we did on the other side. So pick up 7, add those down, all the way down, and then picking up 3, but don't slide those down, leave them on your needle, and go back up through those 7 and back into that top bead. Pull that through, make sure the loop doesn't get stuck. Okay, so you have this at the moment. We are currently coming out the top of this end bead. You're going to go down through the next one on this straight row. Okay, and you're going to pick up 3 white beads. Slide those down, and you're going to come into the spine. So ignoring this one at the top that connects them all together, just these ones in the middle, you're going to come up through the top 2 of those. So through the top 2 beads in your spine. Pull that through. Make sure you pull that nice and tight so you have this. Now from here, you're not going to come up into this one at the top, you're going to come into the one next to it. Okay, so you're coming out of here now, and then you're going to move down through the one next to it again and do the same thing. So pick up 3 and go up through the top 2 of the spine, ignoring this straight row at the top, through the top 2 again. Okay, pull that down. Make sure your arm doesn't get caught, because it will. Okay, so we have this. Now again, we're not going to go up through this one here, we're going to go through the one to the side, this time. Okay, now we're going to go down through this one and through the first one in that little arch we've created. So through these 2 beads, like that. Okay, and then we're going to pick up 5 white beads. And we're going to go up through, well, down, we're holding it this way, we're going to go down through. So we went into these top 2 on that last one, we're going to go 2 below that, so these 2. So you're going to come down through this one here, which is the second one up from the pelvis. So, okay, and pull that through. Okay, so you should have this. Now you're going to travel back up to this bead, the top bead before it joins the straight across shoulder area. Okay, and again, we're not going to go up through this one right below it, or down through it, sorry. We're going to go through the one next to it. So go down through that one. And then up through the next one and the one above, like we did on the other side. And now you're going to do the same, so picking up 5 white beads, and you're going to go down through the same one as we connected the other one to, so this second bead in the middle spine. And you can travel all the way back up to the top of the spine, and you can come out from this straight across row this time. Pull that down, make sure that's not tangled around anything before you carry on. So you have this. So our little skeleton is finished. Now we just need to add our earring hook. So we are currently here at the top. We're going to go up through these 2 beads that create the neck, or down through them. It's because it's like up in the skeleton, but we're holding it upside down, so I keep getting confused. So down through those 2 beads as we hold it. Down through either one of these and the 2 below it, like that. Down through the 2 black ones. Keep making sure that your skeleton's not getting tangled. And then you want to be coming out of either this row of 2 in the middle or this row of 2. So any of these 2 middle rows, depending whether you travelled this way or that way, down the skull. Okay, so I'm here. Now we're back up the right way. And we're going to add our earring hook. So I literally just pick it up with the jump ring attached, coming out the top of this row, go down through the next 2, and back up through the 2 I was originally coming out of, back through the jump ring, back down, and keep circling through as many times as your beads will let you go through them to make sure your earring hook's not going to slip off at any time. And then I'll show you how to tie our knots. So I'm pretty much just going to do it up here in the top part. So move to an edge where you can easily tie a knot. I'm just going to use this bridge of thread, so I'm going to go under there, pull it through to make a loop and go through that loop twice. Pull it down until the knot tightens and then travel through the next bead or beads and pull it really tight. And that is it, and then I'll move away before I cut my thread. Then you want to thread your needle onto your tail thread and do the same thing, tie some knots and cut it. And that's us all finished. So here they are, our little groovy dancing skeletons. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and you're able to make some of these. I'm definitely wearing these ones for Halloween this year. And comment down below anything else you'd like to see. I know it's a bit early, but any Christmas videos you'd like to see this year, because I need to start planning them already. And like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see more of my videos. You can follow me on Instagram at Beading by Hannah. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.